Hey guys, Ike here from IkesOutdoors.com. Today I'm doing another video on my tip series, and this one's on scents. My voice is a little bit messed up right now. Just getting over a cold. I should be out hunting right now, but I've been doing nothing this weekend but coughing, so I'm here making a video instead. Talk to you guys today about scents. This is not about scent control. This is about the different types of scents that you're going to see and the different uses for those scents. So we're going to start out, first thing we're going to start out with is cover scent. And I'm not talking like cover scent like scent eliminators. I'm talking about scent, cover scents, exactly what I'm talking about. Scents that don't try to cover your scent or eliminate or scents that don't try to eliminate your body odor, scents that try to cover it up. So there's a ton of these on the market, and these things are good from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. There's a lot of them out there that are urine based, and this tip here goes for everything that's urine based. Make sure that it is fresh. If you get something like this that is urine based and it should have a date on it somewhere on a package, you know, said made this year or whatever. If they're not made this year, or if they're left over from last year, the urine inside of them will go bad, and they'll actually get a real bad smell to them. I'm trying to think of the name of the product, but I can't remember. I can't remember the name of the chemical that takes over, and they become bad is what they do. So I never buy scents until a few weeks before time for season, or time for that I need them. I make sure that they're fresh as I can possibly get, and I never buy scents on sale from the year before. You know, they have their little clearances at Walmart. That's one thing I don't care if they're giving them away. You know, when they start having their clearance on scent, if it's something that is urine based, and even the synthetics, I do not buy them, because I've heard of guys saying freeze them and do different stuff like that, but I'd rather just pay full price for it the next year and buy it. And I never have any left over anyway. I take a bottle like this, I'm going to use all this. So I'm going to use every bit of that. So anyway, back to cover scents. This is a scent that's designed to not eliminate your body odor, but designed to cover it up. The first one I'm going to show you right here is made by Wildlife Innovations, or Wildlife Research Center. And it's a little caplet here. They make a couple of these. Another one's a little round one, comes like that, and these are just wafers, and this one here smells like fresh earth, and you can take this and you can hang it off of yourself, hang it on the tree with you. You can get it. It smells really good. I really like the smell of these. They come in pine and different things like that. So the wafers, I like them because once you use them, you put them right back into this thing, and this thing will recharge them and get them smelling good again. So really nice way to keep these things. I've had some of these, some of the original ones I had for years and years and years, and they just stay good. They smell good for a long period of time, and they just, you really get your money's worth out of these things. Like I said, there's other things out there for cover scents that are urine based, fox scent, coon, you know, things like that that are very good. You can spray those things all over you, you know, if you don't mind smelling like a fox or a coon or skunk pea or something like that, you know. Pretty safe to spray yourself down with those, whereas some other scents we're going to talk about here in a few minutes, you do not want to spray on yourself. So fox scents, anything urine based like that is pretty good as well. Another thing I've got here, which I'm going to show you a couple of these, is we've got these sticks here, which are really good. These are made by Trophy Blends, and this one here smells like cedar. I've got another one here that smells like earth, and these are basically look like a deodorant stick, and you can take these things. You don't want to put them on your skin, you know, you don't want to put it under your arms, but you can take this thing to put on your clothes. You know, this hat I've got on has got some all over it, and put them on your boots, and they're a good long-lasting scent. Like this hat, you know, I sprayed it down, or covered it this weekend, and it still smells really good, and I can actually see some of the white from the scent sticks still in there. So this is a really good stuff you can put on your clothes in the morning, and if you happen to wear those same clothes that evening, that same shirt or jacket or whatever, you'll still see this stuff on there, and it'll still smell really strong and still smell really good. Nice thing about these too is they don't go bad. Even if they're urine based scent, these do not go bad from year to year. So, and no special storage is required or anything like that. I just leave these actually in my bag 9 times out of 10. So those are cover scents, and they're something that smells natural. You know, like I said, earth, pine, Fox, stuff like that. Those are cover scents that you can wear from beginning of season to the end of season, and they're just going to mask your human odor, which I wear one every time I'm in the woods. Every time I go to the woods, I'm covered with something like this Trophy Blends here, you know. Very good stuff. The other scents that you're going to run into are your deer scents, and you're going to have doe and estrus, dominant buck lure. There's going to be a wide variety of these things on the market, and I'm a firm believer if you can afford them, get the stuff that's fresh, code blue, stuff that comes fresh out of a deer. That stuff works good. It works really good, and I'll eventually end up buying some of that stuff as it gets a little bit closer to the rut, which we're a little bit out right now. We're starting to see some rutting activity, but a little bit further out. What I use 9 times out of 10 is Hunter Specialty, these primetime scents right here, and I've got 2 of them. This one is just a natural doe urine. This does not have any kind of sex scent in it or any kind of attractant like that. This is just a doe urine, and this one here I will actually spray on my boots and spray on my clothes a little bit. And this one here is an estrus scent. It's a sexual attractant. We'll talk about this in just a second, but you do not want to spray this on your clothes. And obvious reasons, if a buck smells this, he may just think that you're a doe in estrus, and he may try to mount you, and could actually end up really hurting you in the process, maybe even attacking you. I've seen it on video before, and I've heard some stories. Not going to happen all the time, but I'd rather be safe than sorry when it comes to having some big old buck trying to mount me. I don't want to take that chance. Same reason I don't go to, I've never broken a crime or never broken a law, is because I don't want to go to prison for that exact same reason. So do not put this or dominant buck lure on any sexual attractant. Do not put that stuff on your body, and I'll show you how to use this stuff in just a minute. So anyway, this is a natural doe urine, and I will spray this stuff on my boots, my pants, and as I'm walking in, like I said, I'm going to use this whole bottle. As I'm walking in, I'll have the cap off this thing, and I'll just have it in my hand, and as I'm walking in, I'll just be spraying it as I go, just spraying leaves with it, spraying the ground with it, just spraying it as I go to lay a scent down and try to cover up my scent as much as I possibly can. I've already got it on the bottom of my boots, but I'll spray it as much as I can and walking in, just, you know, pump here, pump there. And I did learn something this weekend. Like you can tell, I've got a cold. Well, I had a hanky in my pocket. After I got done spraying my trail, I put this in my pocket with the hanky. I pulled the hanky out, it smelled like doe urine. So don't do that, not a good idea. So that's just another urine-based cover scent which you can put on yourself, no big deal. You get into your sexual attractants. We've got this one right here, which is a premium doe estrus. Like I said, you do not want to put this on yourself. What I do is I've got these little wicks right here. I keep them in a bag. It's the same bag I've been using for years. But I get new wicks each year. I've never lost a bag. It's a weird thing. But I'll take this bag and I'll take some of this stuff with fresh wicks in here, and I give it a little bit of a shake, spray that thing up, fill that bag up real good, and ooh, that stuff's strong. Spray there and then just seal that bag right up. And what I can do is when I'm ready to hunt, I can just reach down there, grab one of them, tie a little rope on it, tie a rope to my leg, or I've tied them to my bow before and drug it beside me, or a stick, drug it beside me, and made myself a drag rag basically out of these, and use this to lay down a scent trail. And then when I get to the tree stand, I'll take this thing on the rag and I'll actually just hang it up somewhere where I want a deer to stop. Works really good, and I've had some deer come in. I can't say I've ever had a buck just come in with his nose to the ground following my trail, but I've definitely had some who have found my trail, and I've had some who have come to my wick hanging from the tree and stopped right there and presented me with a shot. So it works really good. Another one we got is Trophy Blend makes one too. It's called Whitetail Estrus. Same basic principle. Do not put this on yourself. Put it on that wick and go from there. There's a ton of different products on the market, and it doesn't matter. I'm not really endorsing one over another one. Roger Ragland's scents, the Maniacs, are awesome. Love Roger Ragland's scents. The Code Blue stuff is really good as well. And mix it up. You can mix it up. You know, I like to use a dominant buck lure. Get that doe and estrus and put it on a wick, and take a fresh wick and put dominant buck lure on it, or dominant buck urine, and actually put it on there, and it gives another deer come into the area, another buck come into the area, and gives him the illusion of there's a hot doe that crossed through here and there's a buck on her trail. So you can kind of fool him, get him all riled up, especially if that's his territory, and get him to come over and check you out. If you don't do that, if you just do the doe and estrus, same kind of thing. You just want him to get on that trail and come right in there to see you, and maybe present you with a shot. Scents are an absolutely wonderful thing. I love scents. I spray myself down from beginning of season to the end. The doe and the doe urine I use all through the year. The doe and estrus, the dominant buck lure, the sexual attractants, I don't use them until about the last week of October, and then I use them all the way through November. Once December hits, I'll stop using those things. They just don't do no good until you're doing the rut. And like I said, don't be afraid to, don't skimp on this stuff. I use the heck out of it. And that's one of the reasons I buy this Primetime stuff. It seemed pretty good. I've had good luck with it in the past. You get 2 fluid ounces here, which is quite a bit, and it's only $5 at Walmart. And don't let the price fool you on this stuff. Like I said, Code Blue and all them other ones are more expensive, but I've had good luck with this hunter specialty stuff, and had some deer come right into it and come right in and present me with a shot. Same way with this Trophy Blends. I've had really good luck with it, and really good luck getting deer to come in on it and come to the spots where I wanted them to come. So that's kind of the basics of scent. You got your cover scent, which is anything that's going to mask your human odor. You got your urine-based scents, which are fox and doe urine and anything like that, coon, things like that. And you got to really be careful with those. Make sure they're fresh. And you got your sexual attractants, which are things like dominant buck lure, Maniac 150, doe and estrus, Code Blue. Another good one that works all year round is Indian buck lure. If you can find it, get some Indian buck lure and buy 2 and mail me one. Because if you can find some fresh Indian buck lure, I want a bottle. That stuff works really, really good. I can't seem to find it around here. So, and I only use those sexual attractants last weekend of October all the way through November while the rut's going on. So that's just kind of the basics of scents and the kind of scents that you guys can use. If you've got any questions, just comment below or send me an email at ikesoutdoors@yahoo.com. For more product reviews, how-to videos, you can check out our website, ikesoutdoors.com. Appreciate you guys watching.